Welcome to Episode 5, The Mirror Principle. Every relationship is a reflection, an original from the hidden shelves, keys from the hidden path. In this sacred archive of presence and perspective, we don't simply observe life, we listen to the reflections it offers back, because what you see in others, the joy, the resistance, the ache, is often a whisper of something waiting to be seen in you. Every relationship is a reflection. No relationship is random. Each person who crosses your path, gently or chaotically, carries a mirror. Some reflect your light, some reflect your shadow, all reflect your growth. This is the mirror principle. Others don't define you, they reveal you. Let's explore how this sacred truth appears, not in grand awakenings, but in quiet, emotional echoes. Scenario 1, the friend who triggers you. You're sitting across from a friend, maybe at a cafe, maybe walking side by side under a pale morning sky. They're laughing, talking, radiating ease. You listen, but something inside begins to tighten. They're telling stories of success, of recognition, of being seen. And while you smile, something in your chest feels small. Their confidence pricks at something you didn't realize was still tender. You nod. You respond. But internally, your mind whispers, they're showing off. They always need attention. They don't make space for me. The interaction ends, but the discomfort lingers. Later, in the stillness of your own space, you pause. You feel the weight of that interaction still buzzing beneath the surface. And then the inquiry arrives. What in me still feels unseen? What in me needs their light to feel my own? The answer isn't loud, but it's honest. Their presence isn't the problem. Their radiance simply touched the part of you still dimming your own. And in that moment of truth, the mirror becomes a portal, not to blame, but to become. And in that becoming, you return to yourself. To add to that, let's explore another scenario. Because the mirror doesn't always show up in success. Sometimes it shows up in silence, in withdrawal, in the ache of unmet need. Scenario 2, the partner who withdraws. You're in a relationship, a tender space built with love, but not without friction. A moment of conflict arises, tension swells. You reach out, you speak your truth. You want resolution, closeness, repair, but they retreat. They go quiet. They say, I'm fine, but their body says otherwise. You feel the sting of distance, of emotional vacancy. You begin to spiral. They don't care. Why won't they show up? Am I too much? But beneath the frustration lives a softer wound. You feel abandoned, not just by them, but by something in yourself. So you pause. You place your hand over your chest and ask, where do I emotionally withdraw from myself? Where have I abandoned my own needs while trying to keep someone else close? Suddenly, their distance becomes a mirror, not of rejection, but of the spaces where you've quietly stepped away from your own inner presence. They didn't cause the ache. They revealed it. And in that recognition, you begin to offer yourself what you've been reaching for: attunement, validation, wholeness. And in that inward turning, you return to yourself. Let us reflect for a moment. Relationships are not just places of connection. They are sacred fields of reflection. The people who light you up mirror the brilliance you're ready to reclaim. The ones who challenge you reflect the lessons you're still resisting. The ones who hurt you reveal the parts of you still calling for healing. This is the mirror principle. It's not always comfortable, but it's always revealing. And when you stop blaming the reflection, you begin to transform the one who's looking. And in that transformation, you return to yourself. To summarize, in this episode, you remembered that every relationship is an invitation, not just to connect, but to reflect. You explored the friend whose confidence unearthed your own hidden longing to be seen, and the partner whose emotional absence mirrored your own self-neglect. In both moments, you witnessed how the world around you responds to the world within you. You learned that reflection is not judgment, it's guidance, not shame, but sacred direction. And the moment you turn inward with curiosity instead of blame, with softness instead of defense, you begin to reclaim the fractured parts of your wholeness. This is not about fixing relationships, it's about seeing them clearly, so you can see yourself clearly too. And in that clarity, you walk the path with more compassion, more courage, and more truth. Thank you for choosing to see, for holding the mirror steady, even when it reveals what's hard to face. Your willingness to reflect is your willingness to evolve. And in that reflection, you are no longer just the seeker. You become the sacred space where healing begins. Who in your life has become a mirror, not of who you are, but of what you're ready to heal? And what might change if you stopped avoiding the reflection and started listening to it? If this key revealed something within you, share your reflection in the comments. You never know who is waiting to recognize themselves in your truth.